Aim. There you go. Amazing shots. 360 all around the ground. Some big shots, big hits. And then the bowlers, they took the charge back again. Some impressive bowling, good areas, and some impressive fielding efforts. There you go. The turning point of the game. 3 wickets in that over. And it changed.
start, a positive start from John Keels. Runs off the first ball. John Keels has to be cautious not to throw away early wickets and let David Pieris to get back into this game. We never know. Low scoring games, even in the history, has become so interesting. Yes, Tilinagi Kianage, the right arm medium fast bowler. Danushka Saturanga and Durrandi Alvis are the openers for John Keels. The required run rate is 5.75. Down the leg side. And going for the couple. Yes, 2 runs. Danushka Saturanga got off the mark as well. So 2 balls, 3 runs. A positive start for John Keels. This is a very good day for cricket. As sun is out. The outfield is not much quicker like we have seen in Thurston College grounds here. Usually this venue has a lightning quick outfield. That's why he needs to be Tilinagi Kianage. He needs to bowl stumps to stumps. Try to bring that LBW in play. You miss, I hit. Make sure not to give away easy runs, David Pieris, since they have to defend a very low score. Again, a good Yorker right on the spot. Good comeback from Tilinagi Kianage after conceding 3 runs of his first 2 deliveries. The equation is 112 of 116 deliveries. This is Anushka Chaturang, the right-handed opener. Foolish delivery. Dispatched for a boundary by Danushka Chaturanga. The first boundary of the inning. Positive start. This is from John Keels. 7 on the board. We are yet to conclude the first over. Yes, Danushka Chaturanga, a strong lad. Again, very good finish from Tilinagi Kianage. Good comeback after being hit for a boundary. First over done, 7 to Nolos, John Keels. John Keels Holdings that done everything right in the first half. Now it's their time to put the finishing touches with their batting. Durrandi Alvis, the left-hander. Rajit Alakshan is a bowler for David Pieris. Look at the stats of Durrandi Alvis. Average is 26.17, 350s. Full delivery outside the off stump. A huge appeal from the bowler and the wicket keeper. Umpire doesn't seem to be interested. Here's a replay. That's too full. Durand Alvis just threw his hands at it. Bat hits the ground. That's down the leg side. On the pads. Couple of runs. Couple of leg byes. Umpire will signal yes, it is. Leg byes. But anyway, 2 runs added to the total. Runs are coming. It doesn't matter how it comes. Especially in this format. John Keel's holding seems to be in a hurry to finish things off. From the first ball, they are very positive. They look for runs. They're not afraid to go for the shots. Here's Durand Alvis. And that's the first blood for David Pieris. And that's what they were looking for. An early wicket. Durand Alvis, the left-hander. It was not there to be hit. It was not full enough to drive on the up. Look at that. The ball was swing away from the left-hander. He tried to swing towards mid-on and took the outside part of the bat and ballooned to the cover fielder. First wickets gone for John Keels. Durand Alvis departs for just 1 run. John Keels 9 for 1. What a start for Rajit Alakshan. Here he comes. Short. Ahmad Muiz, the new batsman. Solid behind the ball. Very first delivery. So Rajit Alakshan, 4 good deliveries actually. Good strike rate from Mohammad Muiz. Full outside the off stump. Tried to go for that flashing cover drive and couldn't get the connection. John Keels has 106 runs more to get from 109 deliveries. It's not a tough task, but it's from now on it's a John Keels game to be lost. Tried to go for that cut shot, but the lack of pace took it to a mid-off. No run. 2 overs done, a 9 for 1. John Keels holdings. From the other end, Thilinagi Kianage to continue. Straight to the fielder. A touch shot from Thirinagi, but didn't give any width to free his arm to the batter. Dot balls are building up. This is very good stuff from David Pieris. Bowling dots, putting pressure on JKH batters. Here comes Thirinagi. Full toss. Goes straight down the ground. 2 runs. Good fielding down the long on boundary line. He had to cover a large amount of ground, but he made it look so easy. The long on fielder. Again, went straight down the ground. Just a single. Danushka Chaturanga is a heavy, strong lad. He's tried to muscle the ball. But so far, he couldn't get the connection right. He couldn't middle the ball properly. The ball was there to be hit. Ahmed Muis, his partner, just faced 3 deliveries. Down the leg side. David Pieris should avoid giving away easier extra runs. Nevertheless, it's adding more extra deliveries as well. So they need to be very careful not to give away extras. Here's a replay. That's 2 straight. Try to go for that Yorker. Short. Pulled down to fine leg. That's Feroz Ahmed, the fine leg fielder. Just a single. 5 runs off this over so far. It's a very good one. 2 balls to come. Still, the equation is very much in favor of John Keel's holdings. Very good ball. Thirinagi, he saw the batter is getting ready for a big shot and he adjusted himself very well. Banged in short, cramped him up. Very good execution from Thirinagi. This is a very good contest. Very good bounce outside the off stump. That's definitely surprised Danushka Chaturanga. And third over done. John Keel's holdings 14 for 1. Final 4th over of this run chase. Still in the first power play. 3 overs remaining. So still 2 fielders are only allowed outside the 30-yard circle. So John Keels can get the maximum use of it if he can get the connections right and pick the gaps. That's Rajitha Lakshan, the wicket taker. That's too much width outside the off stump, but no damage done. That's wide. Yes, umpire signaled wide. Full and too much outside the off stump. The batter went for it. He need to be careful. Slip in place for that flashing drive. Once it took the edge. There's no turning back. It's Ahmed Muiz. Full outside the off stump. Those deliveries should put away as a top order batter. The dot balls are piling up. The required run rate is now the runner ball. 100 runs off 100 deliveries. Things are getting interesting if they can. Another dot delivery. This is very good stuff from David Pieris. There are not much deliveries John Keel's batters could put away, but especially in this format, runs are important and rotating the strike is equally important as hitting the boundaries. So we haven't seen so far rotating the strike, putting the balls into gaps, running for singles. Still they're looking for that big shots. It's not going to be a good sign for John Keels. Once more dot balls comes and the required run rate goes up, they put pressure on themselves. Again, a wide down the leg side. Tried to bowl that in swinger. Look at that. Seam was pointed in towards the batsman. That's completely wavered from the bowler, Rajitha Lakshan. So the only wicket taker. A desperate run from Ahmed Muiz. He got so many deliveries. Almost 4 deliveries have been bowled so far in this over. Could have been put away. Full outside the off stump. But he was not able to get that timing right. So John Keel's holdings need to make sure that the strike is rotated. The scoreboard is ticking. Full toss. Straight to the fielder. What a shame. He could have put that ball anywhere he wanted. But he decided to hit it straight to the fielder. Danushka Chaturanga. A strong lad. My goodness. A juicy full toss. Knee height. That should have been put away 100 meters. 2 wickets. 2 early wickets. This is what we were talking about. Giving away early wickets can bring David Pieris into this game. Danushka Chaturanga departs for 9 runs. 9 of 11 with just a 1 boundary. We are 2 down, JKH 17. We are still in the 4th over. Nadun Basnayaka is a new batsman. As I mentioned, in a T20, especially low scoring games can be more interesting. So this is, and also a game like this, it seems like this, still in the early overs, we never know. Upish. 4 overs done. John Keel 17 for 2. Here's a scorecard. Both the openers are in the pavilion right now. 17 runs have been scored in these 4 overs, but 5 of them are extras. "98 more runs to win for John Keels. It doesn't seem easier." Meantime, Tilinagi continues his third over. 2 overs, 12 for none for Tilinagi. From the other end, Tharin Dulakshan has done a great job by picking up 2 wickets and brought David Pieris back into the game. Short and pulled toward deep square leg. 2 runs to the tally. A little bit of aggression from Ahmed Muis. So Tilina bang it in short. There's no hesitation going for that pull. A single. Took the inside edge and went straight to short fine leg. It was too far down the leg side from Tilinagi Kenege. Those deliveries could have gone anywhere, since the fine leg inside the 30-yard circle. They need to be very careful. Nadun Basnayaka so far only faced just 1 delivery. 95 of 94 deliveries is not a big challenge, but if you throw wickets like you did, things will get tough. Nadun Basnayaka, the left-handed batsman. David Pieris, captain, is making sure he's pinpoint accurate in setting the field. No wonder they are eyeing another wicket in this power play. If they can, definitely they are in this game. Could have been third. That's a needless run. They do not take that kind of silly risks. Look at that. That definitely gone. If he hit, yes, it could have been 3 down for John Keels and they could have been in trouble. Unnecessary single, but somehow he's lucky enough to escape that. Tilinagi Kianagi. Short, pulled away towards fine leg. The slowness of the outfield just restricted that for 2 runs. Otherwise, it could have been boundary easily on another day on this venue. So far, 6 runs of 4 deliveries. A decent over for John Keels Holdings. Nicely played. Saw some extra bounce and safely guided towards third man. Very nicely played by Ahmed Muis for a single. Delicate touch. The required run rate is a runner ball, 6 runs per over. Again, Nadun Basnaika living dangerously. There's no fielder there to grab that. 5 overs done, 24 for 2. Have a change in combox. Viduna Vijay Bandara will take on from here.
Thank you, Yureshka. So at the point, 5 overs are done. June kills 24 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. Not the best of the starts. The current run rate is 4.8 and the required run rate is 6.07. And June kills, they need 91 runs in 90 deliveries. Close to run a ball. Ahmed Muis, 8 runs. Along with his partner Nadun Basnaika, 1 run. Rajit Lakshan to bowl his 3rd over. Brilliant bowling, nice placement, soft hands, and he will collect 2. Talking about Ahmed Muis, seems like he has a good technique. So he's supposed to play a role of, he's supposed to play that anchoring role while everyone else in the top order should support him. Either if they need runs, Nadun Basnaika is the one to do that, while Ahmed Muis protecting his wicket and staying throughout the innings. Rajit Lakshan. Brilliant ball. Flicks it into the gap. Goes for that second? No, says Ahmed Muis. Just the 1 run. Brilliant bowling, Rajit Lakshan onto the pitch. It had pace. The batter went on to his back foot. Rajit Lakshan. Good bowling once again. No, says the non-striker. So the thing when it comes to chasing these low scores is that in your mind you are thinking, okay, we don't have that much of runs to score, so we can take time. So it could negatively affect you as well at the latter part of the innings. So the secret is just play your own game. Don't change your batting style, don't change your game style, your strategy just because you have a low score. Okay? Respect the ball that you have to respect, and if you get that loose delivery, patch it off. Rajit Lakshan, 3 overs so far in his over. That's been a really good over for him. Brilliant bowling. There you go, straight to the field. No. A really good effort. It was a really good effort, but unfortunately, the batter, he wins the battle. There you go, slashes it. Point fielder dives it, but he couldn't grab it. There you go, 6 overs are done, 31 for 2 wickets. That is what I was talking about. You get that loose delivery, you should execute it perfectly. Otherwise, the pressure will be building and it will be affecting you negatively at the latter part of the game. They have brought in the spinner, Laknesh Savinder. Lochner Savinder. He did a brilliant job with his bat, and now with his ball. There you go, flight at delivery. Steps up and flicks it towards the long on region. Just a single. Ahmed Muis. A bit of a slow start, but still it's okay. Thinking about the runs that they have to score and thinking about the role that is going to execute. Nadun Basnaika. Looking at the stats, he had a good average of 62 runs. So he could be promising. Number 4 batter for John Keels. Lochner Savinder. Right arm off spinner. Flies the delivery. There you go. A brilliant effort. A brilliant wicket. What a stomping by the wicket keeper. Flighted delivery. Off spinner. Spins away from the batter. He went for that drive shot. Lost his balance. And the wicket keeper gets the wicket. Brilliant. Look at that. Flighted delivery. And there you go. The job is done. Easy decision for the leg umpire. No hesitation about it. It's definitely a goner. Lochner Savinder picks his first wicket in his first over. As I was saying, he did with his bat, and now it's time for him to perform as a bowler. A great all-rounder. A good star for David Pieris cricket team. And there you go, new batsman is in. 32 runs for loss of 3 wickets in the 7th over. Sachin Silva is the new batter. 21 matches, 332 runs with a strike rate of 69. There you go, another flighted delivery. Inside edge. They will go for the second. No, says Sachin Silva. There was a second run, but they weren't ready for it. A missed opportunity, definitely. Lochner Savinder. So far, so good for John Keels. There you go! Inside edge, into the stumps. What a wicket. What a bowling performance by Lochner Savinder. He's going for that single. There was a vacant area in that mid-wicket region. He sees it and he was going for it. Inside edge. Unfortunate, but really good bowling by Lochner Savinder. There you go. A bad bounce, but still a wicket is a wicket. Muis departures. Ahmed Muis departures for 12 runs. 16 deliveries faced. Got the start, but couldn't execute it. Lochner Savinder, what an over it has been so far. 4 balls, 2 runs, 2 wickets. 1 wicket, 1 and a wicket. He has been a brilliant servant for David Pieris cricketing team in today's game with the bat and with the ball. Off to ball his 5th delivery of the over. Flighted delivery. There you go. Ask for it. It's going up. There's a problem with the height. It's definitely going up. Don't even bother appealing for it. Tarush Averagade, the new batter, right-hand batsman. You can see the replay. There you go. Good end to that over. Just the 2 runs. End of 7 overs. John Keels 33 for 4. The pressure is building up definitely. They started off their innings with just 115 runs to chase. And now it's 33 for 4. Wickets are falling. The top order is already in the pavilion. Now they're dealing with the middle order. It's not the best pitch or the best ground to score that many runs. So there's an issue with that. So this will be exciting. New bowler, Dilshan Surendra, 15 matches, 16 wickets, with an economy of 4.2. An off breaker. There you go. Spun a little bit, and there was a bit of bounce as well. Sweeps it. Comfortably collects 1. They're going for the 2. No, says the non-striker. Tarusha Veragoda is the new batter. Along with his partner Sachin Silva, 2 new batters on the crease at the point. You go 15 matches, 167 runs for Tarusha Veragoda. Go for the bill. No. He's sending the ball away from the batter. There you go. Top edge. No one's underneath it. Falls on to the safe space. Just the 1 run. Tarusha Veragoda gets off the mark with not the best shot, but still a run is a run. Dilshan Surendra. There you go, sweeps it, connects it perfectly, but it's not in the gap. Just the 1 run once again. Dilshan Surendra bowling his first over. So far, it has been an incredible over. Tarusha Veragoda. Good strike rotation from June Kills. There you go. A miss hit. And that's it. End of the 8th over. June Kills 36 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. Laknesh Savinder. Uses his feet. Just the 1 run. Short pitch delivery. Smashes it, but not in the gap. There was a deep mid-wicket fielder in place, and he collects it comfortably and throws it towards the wicket-keeper. Just a single. Sachin Silva and Tarusha Veragoda, what they're doing right now is rotating the strike. Yes, that is a good strategy, but they need to think about the runs. That one-off boundary is a must at this point. Impact is outside. Talking about Sachin Silva, what is looking for that down the ground shot in that mid-wicket area on the leg side. There you go once again. Look at that. Just a flick towards the mid-wicket position and get that single. That is his strong side. So David Pieris, captain and the wicketkeeper, you need to make sure to block his strong area. There you go. He appeals it and it's given. Brilliant catch. Bit of a fumble, but at the end the wicketkeeper managed to grab onto it. That is the wicket. Lochnes Savinder, his third wicket. What a bowling performance this has been. Sachin Silva, he departures. Look at that. A flat delivery, spun, nicked, bit of a fumble, and at the end of the day he gets it. A brilliant wicket. Sachin Silva departures for 4 runs. The credit should go to the bowler Lochnes Savinder. He has been exemplary throughout this innings, throughout this match for a fact. There you go, John Kills. They are 5 wicket down for 38 runs. And they are close to the halfway mark of this innings. Required run rate has increased up to 6.9. This could create some problems for John Kills. Uday Kumar is the new batter. Good stats, 456 runs of 28 games and a good average of about 50 runs. There you go, a close score once again. 9 overs are done, 38 runs for loss of 5 wickets. Uday Kumar is on strike with Tarusha Veeragoda. Dilshan Surendra. Flight at delivery. Goes for that big shot. There's a long on field in place. Collects a single. I mean, at this point, David Pieris, they are fine with that single, just the single. As long as they don't go for the boundaries, they are fine. They are totally fine with it. Dilshan Surendra. Bowling to Uday Kumar, who's facing his second delivery. Goes for that big shot. Fielders underneath it. It bounces short. Not that much of a connection and not that much of a power to go beyond the boundary line. Dilshan Surendra. Once again cuts it and now it's in the gap. The fielders chasing after it. 2 fielders are coming and he stops it. 2 runs are taken. It's again a really good delivery. Just the 1 run. One run. Good over. Even though there are no dot balls, but still it's a good over at this point. Go last delivery of the over. Dilshan Surendra. Short delivery. Goes for that 1 run. 7 runs from that over. So 10 overs are completed. We are halfway through the innings. 44 runs for 5 wickets. And change of the com box. Over to you, Yudeshkar.
Thank you, Viduna. So 10 overs done. We are always in the halfway mark of the run chase. Here's a batting card of John Keel's holdings. It's not so good. It doesn't look good at all. Laknesh Savinder, 3 for 4. He's in a dream spell. JKH still requires 70 of 60. One good partnership can do it. The problem is, can they get the risk or water delivery? The conventional off-spin delivery. Pitch outside the off-stump and spin back into the right-hander. Look at that. Look at the ribs on the ball. Short, pulled with just a single. No damage done. Singles are not going to help John Keels unless they rotate the strike every single delivery or playing the minimum amount of dot deliveries. Another dot. It's a very good field placement as well from David Pieris, captain. The equation is 69 or 57. Things are not getting easier for John Keels. And good improvisation, but straight to the deep square leg fielder. Just a single. Again, came down the track and tried to go over. Long on, but got the inside part of the bat and still just a single. This is also another decent over from Laknesh Savinder. Ball in the right areas. Another dot delivery to finish. Very good over from Laknesh. Just 3 runs off it. JKH, 11 overs done, 48 for 5. $67 or 54. Things are getting tough for John Keels. Goes straight down the ground. Just a single. Very good fielding down the ground there. Udaya Kumara is the batter. Again, took the outside edge. Goes past the backward point fielder. Just 2 runs. Good start to the over. 3 of 2. Let's see, can JKH, can John Keels batters build a partnership from here and take them home? A very good grab from wicketkeeper. But it's off the pads. Bowler was not interested at all. Just another single. Chamika Senarath is bowling his first over. So far only conceded 4 runs. A very good shot, but just a single. He couldn't pick the gap. Those deliveries should have been put away. John Keel's batters put pressure on themselves if they cannot put those away. Again, just another single. 6 runs off a Chamika Senarath's first over. John Keel's holdings 54 for 5 at the end of 12. Tarusha Veragoda and Uday Kumar are the 2 new batters at the crease for John Keel's holdings, battling it out. 61 requires. No run there. Straight to the fielder. Laknesh Savinder is into his last over. So far bowled a brilliant spell. 3 of 7. Just over the field. Made a good effort. Could have been a good catch from Feroz Ahmed down there. It's all happening here in Thurston College grounds. A huge appeal from the bowler, but umpire is unmoved. And that's the 6th. Laknesh Savinder got his 4th. And that's a big blow for John Keel's holdings. Tarusha Veragoda tried to go for a big shot. Couldn't get the connection right. He got the elevation. He didn't get the distance. Look at that. Came down the track. He got everything right. Just went straight up. It's a very good catch from Tilinagi Kianage. It's not easy out there. 6 wickets down. Tarusha Veragoda departs for 11. John Keels are now in a huge trouble. 58 runs to get from 44 deliveries. The required run rate is going up. They need to go for a big shot. Every single dot ball they face put pressure on themselves. So Laknesh Savinder, he's in a dream spell. 4 for 10. He's into his last over. Just 2 deliveries to go in his inning. Swept down to deep square leg just for a single. 13 overs done. John Keels holdings 58 for 6. As Amila Jayawardena is a new bowler introduced to the crease. Aruna Meemanage is the new batsman for John Keel's captain. He who has a huge responsibility to take his team over the winning line. Yes, Aruna Meemanage. Amila Jayawardena is a medium bowler. Wicket keeper standing at the stumps is a very good approach. So the batsman need to stay in his crease. He cannot go down the wicket. Definitely eyeing on another wicket. David Pieris. They are not giving any room for John Keels. Shot outside the off stump. He's calling for 2. But just the 1 run. It's a very good passage of play from David Pieris. The required run rate is 8.4. At least they need 1 boundary per over John Keel's holdings right now. Another good delivery. 2 dot deliveries out of 3. This is very good stuff from David Pieris. And Amila Jayawardena doesn't give any room to free his arms for the batter. Again, very good shot down to deep extra cover. 2 runs to the tally. Uday Kumar is a batter on strike. Again, just a single. Singles are not going to help. David Pieris will be so happy to give away the single. Here's a replay of that previous delivery. Yes, Amila Jayawardena into his last delivery. John Keel's holdings required 53 of 37. Still gettable. Missed the stumps. How could it? A small margins. And that concludes the 14th over. John Keel's holding 62 for 6. Dilshan Surendra is into his 3rd over. So far only conceded 10 runs. Decent bowling under the circumstances. Uday Kumar is a striker. Swept for another single. Runs are coming in singles. It's not going to help. Again, Aruna Meemanage, the skipper, went for the big shot. Couldn't get the connection right, and just a single. The required run rate is going up. Now it's almost touching 9. This is getting tough for John Keels. Ball after ball. Here again a dot ball. Very good bowling from Dilshan Surendra. 51 of 33. That's the equation. Can go for that big shot. And that's the 7th. Dilshan Surendra picked up his first wicket. Uday Kumar, the batsman who departed, so far played a very handy knock. He tried to go over long on. He dragged that delivery from outside the off stump. And he paid the price. Uday Kumar departs for 14 of 19. John Keels holding 64 for 7. Are in a big trouble. Pasan Gunatunga is a new batsman. Bowled well. Pasan, now it's time for him to do his job with the bat as well. Got off the mark straight away on his first ball. Aruna Meemanage, the captain, is on strike right now. And another single to end the 15th. John Keels holding 66 for 7. And a change in com box. Viduna Vijay Bandar is up to you.
Thank you, Reshka. Down to the last 5 overs. 66 for 7. Aruna Meemanage and Pasan Gunatunga is on the crease for John Keels. And Amila Jayawardena is bowling for David Pieris. 49 runs required from 30 deliveries. The odds are against John Keels, considering the number of wickets that they have left. Amila Jayawardena, medium fast bowler. There you go. Straight away, middle stump, spot on. Brilliant bowling. Amila Jayawardena picks up a wicket in his first delivery of his second over. There you go. A full length delivery straight into the stumps. Aruna Meemanage departures for 4 runs. Bowled by Amila Jayawardena. A good ball. Changes the strike from a single. And Aruna Meemanage is on strike. Cuts it. Straight onto the fielder. No run. Drives it into the gap. Just a single. Full length delivery. Udanta Navaratna is the new batsman. Coming at number 8 for Joan Kills. Good bowling, brilliant bowling. It tips off the bells, and that's another wicket. 9th wicket falls for John Kills. There are 68 runs for loss of 9 wickets. End of 16 overs. What an over by Amilucha Vardhana. Just 2 runs and 2 wickets. Look at that. A just short delivery onto the stumps. The batter went on to his back foot, but it hits the bells, and that is a goner. David Pieris company is eyeing for that victory. Just 1 wicket away. And the new batter walks in, Ishan Iriagolla, the last batsman in their batting card. Joan Kills. In order for them to win this game, they need to come up with a miracle right now. And Dilshan Surendra bowling his last over. Pasan Gunatunga. No run, says the fielder. 23 balls, 47 runs needed. Dilshan Surendra. Flighted delivery, sweeps it. It went straight. Did not spun. Away from the batter, no run. There you go. Goes for that big shot. And that is not a boundary. A really good stop from the fielder. Brilliant work on the boundary line. Not a boundary. Look at that. Runs towards it and stops it with his foot and saves the boundary. Just 2 runs. There you go. Another big shot. Fielders underneath it. And once again, 2 runs for Pasan Gunatunga. Dilshan Surendra cuts it into the gap. Just a single. Now Ishan Iriagolla, he has just 1 delivery to survive. In the next over, Pasan Gunatunga can take on the bowlers once again. So Ishan Iriagolla, a big responsibility. 19 matches, 177 runs with the highest score of 37. Flat delivery, and he survives. Good over by Dilshan Surendra, just 5 runs in that over, and he finishes off his spell. 4 overs, 90 runs and 1 wicket. 17 overs are completed. Joan Kills 73 runs for 9 wickets. and they required 42 runs from 18 balls. Amila Javardhana to ball his third over. Just 6 runs off his first 2 overs. There you go. Nicks it. Third man field is on cover. And they get a single. The strike is back to Ishan Iriagolla. A good way to start off the over. Ishan Iriagolla, left hand batter. The wicketkeeper has come up to the stumps to limit the batter's moving distance in the crease. There you go. A good ball. A single is taken. There you go. Pulls it. No protection, and he gets a boundary. 4 runs for Pasan Gunatunga. Will there be a twist? There you go. Short pitch delivery. Perfectly executed it. And that is a well played boundary. The big shot. Going for that second. Good running. Good running by Shani Iriagolla and Pasan Gunatunga. So at the moment, Pasan Gunatunga is striking the ball brilliantly. But there's one thing that he's lack of. It is a support from the other end. They're already 9 wickets down. Just few more wickets in the hand. He could have done the job. Pasan Gunatunga. There you go. Pulls it into that vacant area. Collects a single. And gives the responsibility of facing the last delivery of this over to his partner Ishan. Amila Javardhana. Bit of an expensive over for him comparing to the last 2 overs that he bowled. But still, it's manageable. There you go. Appeals for it. And it is given. That is the end. David Pieris gets that victory comfortably. 82 runs. And the end of John Kill's innings. 18 overs, 82 runs for 10 wickets. What a victory for David Pieris. There you go. Straight pitch delivery. We'll be going on to nick the leg stump, and straight away given by the umpire. There you go. Amila Javardhana picks up the last cap. The end of the game. David Pieris gains the victory. We can see handshakes on the ground. And there you go, the batting card for June Keels. Not the expected batting card. None of the batters managed to score above 20 runs. But Pasan Gunatunga, the highest score of the innings, 15 runs of 12 deliveries. And they have Uday Kumar, who scored 14 runs. Nothing much to say. Sums up the game. And with the bowlers, Rajita Lakshan picks up 2 for 10. Amila Javardhana picked up 3 for 15. Dilshan Surendra 1 for 19. And the man of the day, man of the match, It's Lakshman Savinda with the bat he performed and with the ball. 4 overs, 11 runs and 4 wickets. Moving on to the highlights. Not the best of starts for John Keels. Bit of missed opportunities, missed hits, and then they managed to build up something. And there you go, the over that changed everything. 3 wickets in that over. And some big hits, good catching, and overall a good match to win, a good match to witness. There you go, Amila Javardhana destroying the tail enders and sealing the victory for David Pieris. There you go, the last wicket. That's it, done and dusted. We have the match summary. David Pieris batting first, 114 runs for the loss of 9 wickets, end of 20 overs. Vihanga Jayanama, 29 runs, leading the chart. And Kasun Sharma and Lakshman Savinda supporting him with 27 and 21 runs respectively. Bowling for John Keels, Pasan Gunatunga picked up 4 wickets, Sachin Silva 2 and Aruna Meemanage just the 1 wicket. And in reply, John Keels chasing a target of 115. They were short by few runs. They got all out for 82 runs, end of 18 overs. Pasan Gunatunga, Uday Kumar and Ahmed Muiz supporting the John Keels batting lineup with scores above 10. And Lakshman Savinda 4 for 11. Amila Javardhan 3 for 15 and Rajat Lakshan 2 for 10. And in the match with a positive result for David Pieris.